Alright, and hey there, Prox Gaming Crew, and this is Proxify here, and welcome back to the Final Fantasy X Let's Play. And if you did miss out during the last one, well, we got to go and see that Kimahri has a special ability known as the Lancet, and we got to go and use that here around within the Kilika Woods, and it's almost in a way of how Kina's blue magic spells work around, and we just were able to learn a brand new type of spell for Kimahri, known as the Seed Bomb, so that's pretty nice if I have to say so myself. So yeah, so we got to go and see a little bit about what Lord Ochu is kind of face to face there, but however, we're going to go and try to head from around the side so that we can go and interact with that boss battle that's going to be happening in just a few minutes. But during our time within these two videos for today, not only are we going to be doing out here within Final Fantasy X, but we're also, of course, be going and jumping on into some more of the Ni no Kuni, the Wrath of the White Witch Let's Play. We're going to have to head on into the Ding Dong Dell area, see what that's going to be all about, and I think also we're going to have to head on into the Deep Dark Woods for what is going to happen from there as well, too, to see what is going to be all about within there. I think this is going to be, I want to say, this episode where we're going to actually be able to do some capturing of these certain familiars within the game. So, very nice indeed. Yeah, so unfortunately, these guys still have to work around with elemental type of powers that we have to go and use. And you know that was a character that we do have. Well, that's with Lulu here. So I think for me personally is that I would say that maybe potentially Blizzard does a little bit more damage than the rest of the other ones that are going to happen here within these guys. So that's what I'm going to have to do there. Now, speaking about with Blizzard and with that happening right now, with that attack, well, we are going to get ourselves with a brand new type of item that is going to be for Waka, and that's going to be known as the Scout item, which that is going to be a brand new type of Blitz Ball that we can go and use within our time there. And I believe that helps out a little bit with some ice type damage, so that's going to be not all that too bad. So let's go and get ourselves a little bit healed up. I know that from a little bit from that battle, things were just a little bit annoying there, but not to worry. But now since we do have that Scout Ball, during the time of like other different battles that are going to happen from out here, well, within our time of the Kilika Woods to be exact, some of those flyer enemies that are going to be around out here, we can go and throw that Scout Ball, and it does like an overkill amount of damage, so it does really nice around there. And of course, just right before I was going to go and meet up with the other dudes, just around over here, these enemies just decided to go and show back up again. Well, anyways, I'm just going to go and run on out from there. Not going to really be all that too much of a problem. Now, there is a little bit of a hidden type of item that you can go and do within the time of this Lord Ochu battle, and that is for what you guys can go and do is try to defend during the first part of the phase, and then immediately run away from the actual battle, because one of the different other guys that we just went and kind of met around up there before this battle did happen, he will give you like 3 different certain amount of Phoenix Downs. So if you do want to have some free well, any type of free Phoenix Downs type of stuff, he gives you like 3 of them during the time of this particular part right here. So very nice right there. Okay, so now with that being said in mind, now let's go and run right back into this battle. Now, this battle, to try to get like an overkill for this guy, is going to be a little bit troublesome. And this is, well, during this type of part of the battle, there's going to be some edits throughout here, because I had to like do a little bit of some calculations to kind of make sure exactly what like for where I'm going to be at, so that if I wanted to be in range of the overkill, because sometimes if you get an overkill, you can get some really nice good special items. And I know that I went and kind of stressed that about that before during our first of many type of boss battles that we went and faced. Now, unfortunately, I'm not getting any type of good items at all whatsoever, because this battle in particular, I was so close that I think I was just about there to get myself with the overkill. But there's a special type of ability that Lulu has, which we will be getting into that at some point throughout here in the battle, but I guess I'll go and kind of inform you guys about it. And that is going to be known as the Fury special, like, overdrive for her. And since we already have Lulu already up into the full overdrive type of power, we can actually be able to go and do certain different type of elemental attacks within this Fury move, such as using the Fury Blizzard or Fury Thunder or Fury Fire, which that is going to be the more important one. And you need to make sure now, when you go and do this overdrive attack, is that you have to use the R3 stick. And from what I have heard from other people is, and also, of course, with me watching AC Bailey a little bit for this guide, so that I can kind of figure out exactly what I need to do here, is that you kind of have to, like, I guess like scroll around a little bit with the actual circle that is on the R3 stick. And if you can kind of do it like in a fast type of pace, because it is actually on a time limit as well too. If you get all the way up to like 6 or 7 of the different type of wheel spinning that you've been doing with the R3 stick, it can actually do multitude of different damages, and you can potentially get yourself with that overkill attack that should happen with the different bosses. And I want to say that probably once this episode is done, I'm going to have to go and re-battle out with some enemies with having Lulu out here, and having to go and basically go and try to use my, I guess, the loner drive type of move that I'm going to have just so I can re-boost her back up to using that Fury attack again, because I think we do have another type of boss that is going to happen during our way of the Kilika Temple as well too, not just with this Lord Ochu battle, because I think we have another one that's going to happen here as well. So just have to go and just try to do some more calculations with my attacks here, because I don't really want to go out like too crazy out here in the battle. So now I think at some point around over here, there should at least be an edit coming up around within this way. And this is where I'm going to have to go and set up for, well, for our pet, or I should say our Aeon summon, known as Valor. We're going to have to go and use this creature for our time of this battle. Now, all that you want to go and do for this guy here is that you just want to go and just do a regular attack while this guy's asleep. Now, I'm pretty certain that if Ochu is actually asleep, I think it does heal itself up little bit, so you want to be careful for when that happens though. But we're gonna go for an attack. We're gonna go and hit this guy. We're gonna wake him up while that's gonna happen here, and he's gonna go and launch out with Earthquake. Now, since this was a good enough type of turn that I had, at least we don't have to really worry about having any of our partners getting hit with that Earthquake. And the good thing is that with having Valor out here, is that we don't have to really worry about getting hit with that Earthquake at all, since we're a fly creature. So it works out very well in our favor. So all that we have to go and do now is just say bye to Valor for right now, and we're going to have to go and head back into our regular normal type of battles anyways. That's going to happen from here. So again, it's back to the calculations of exactly what we do need to do for the attacking. So again, I just went for another one here. And during a little bit of some extra time throughout the battle, it's now going to go and use up the Fire Fury. And this is where I had a little bit of an issue, because I made it all the way up to 4, but I couldn't get all the way up to 6, which that would have been nice. I could have went at least up to 5. I think if I had just 5, I think that could have been at least it as well too, but it's totally fine. I'm not looking to get myself with like tons of overkill attacks, even though that is something really nice to go and have and get yourself with a lot of good special items later on. Not gonna really go and worry about all that there. We'll probably go and maybe find them, or probably buy them later or something.
Sir, we should fight too.
We'll get our chance soon enough.
Alright, so off the Crusaders go out there for that. Alright, so now what we're going to have to go and do is, I want to say, do a little bit of some more exploration around over here within the Kilika Woods at this point in time, because there is another chest that we can go and pick up before we go and start heading into the actual temple portion of our time. I believe this certain chest that we can go and find is going to be known as the Lucky Sphere, I think that's what it's known as. We'll have to see what happens when we start reaching out our way into there. Oh, right, yes. Now, this part here in particular is that we are going to have to go and do some of the sphere grid type of stuff. So this is where I'm going to have to go and just kind of move around with some things. So I think I'm going to do that just for Waka and also with Kamari here. So we're just going to go and just move it over here to the side. And we're going to go and throw on that HP sphere that we do have. And we're going to throw that onto Waka. And then also kind of add in the ability sphere as well too in the process while we're having this. Now, normally during the time if you did get the actual overkill attack on Lord Ochu, it would normally give you an MP sphere, which that's actually somewhat pretty nice to have. But I do have an HP sphere instead, which it's okay. I'll take the extra HP type of stats if we do need. So now we're going to go and throw the ability sphere, and I believe once you go and throw on the ability sphere, you will be able to get yourself with a special type of move that's going to be for Waka, known as the silence attack, I want to say. So make sure that you go and throw the ability sphere there, and I'm just kind of just making sure exactly how much that I have, just so that I can go and put that onto there. So there we go. So that takes care of that, but we're not done just yet, because we need to go and move on into Kamari's side now. So yeah, so what we need to do is just move on into the left-hand side direction, and that should at least kind of gear us towards into our next wave that's going to happen. So I'm just going to go and use and throw on a, I think probably a mana sphere, I think. So yeah, so we're going to throw it down there. And then we got ourselves, I think, just one more other type of usage as well. So we're going to have to go and do one more other thing and throw on another one of those. So there we go. And I think we are basically done at this point. And there's nothing else for us to go and literally do with the mana sphere. Majority of these times that I go be heading on into some of these sphere grids, I'm just going to like kind of cut some of them out, because it does take a little bit of time just to kind of do all the building and other things that are going to happen as well too. So now just kind of running along through this side though, however, and we're just going to get ourselves into another one of these annoying battles, but not to worry, this battle is fairly simple. There's only just two of these guys left. So just throw a nice good ball right there with the scout. Does instantaneously amount of damage right there. We're gonna have to go out for a blizzard here on this annoying enemy that we've been kind of seeing so far throughout our different battles right now. Yeah, just be careful of those elemental attacks, because they do a lot more. And again, our regular attacks just don't really do anything. So we're just gonna have to just set up for another blizzard and hopefully make sure that it works. It just knocks them out. Alright, and just like that, it's already been taken care of. And let's go and see what other type of level ups that we're gonna get from there. Okay, so now with that, let's go and move directly right on over to here. Get ourselves with the Lux Sphere. Not really too entirely certain what that's going to do on the sphere grid, but let's go and keep on moving ahead. Now, we want to head and start moving to where these guys are going to be at. So, head on through this direction here, and then that should lead us right to the main checkpoint that we do need to reach on over into with. Got ourselves with another battle. We got another one of these guys here. Now, this is where I could have went and probably just started kind of using Lulu to kind of start boosting herself back up. But, you know what? I'll probably have to worry about that off recording, though. Alright, so fire time. Destroy that guy once and for all. Oh, what? Didn't even work. I thought that would probably at least do enough damage there. Well, there we go. So now we got all that all said and done with. And let's just keep our head straight up from here. And there are the steps. And our save point should just be coming up right around up here very soon.
Oh, these stone steps have a history, you know.
They do now, do they?
Yep. Lord Ochu trained here at his peak.
Very interesting place, I have to say. Seems like these guys are gearing up for some sort of challenge, huh?
A race, huh? Think you can beat me?
Well, let's go and do this race now, huh?
Yuna, if you would.
Ready?
Hey, what the heck? Oh.
Huh? Hey!
There wasn't any type of go or nothing. Okay. Well, anyways, I'm going to end off this episode for today. So thank you guys so much for watching this time of Final Fantasy X. We see you guys in the next one. And of course, peace.